Bumpity.
Hey, hello. Say, my goodness sakes, I've heard about keeping all the balls in the air at one time. You sure can do it.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, you look awfully familiar to me. Do we know each other?
Well, I was on here a couple of years back, about 2 years ago, and I was with a good friend of mine, Leo France, of the Multnomah Art Center. Yes.
Hey, but gee whiz, I think you were about as tall then as you are sitting down. What happened to you?
Yeah, I grew quite a lot.
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, it looks to me like you still got your hands going there full of balls and
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm still juggling.
Are you still over at the Multnomah Arts and Crafts Center, too?
Yes, I am doing shows with the Ladybug Theater.
Are you?
Yeah, just about every Saturday and occasionally Sunday.
Is that right?
Yes.
How about that? Hey, listen, do a little more juggling, and then we'll talk. Can we watch you juggle a little bit? What are you going to do first?
Okay, first of all, I'm going to start out with 4 balls.
4.
All right.
Okay.
4 balls is pretty simple because all you got to do is juggle 2 balls in each hand at the same time.
At the same time. That's the hard part. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Hey.
That's simple.
Do you ever drop them?
Oh, yes, quite a lot. Especially when you practice. Because when you practice, you want to try to do the best, and usually you end up dropping things a lot more. And that's when you first start out, you end up dropping a lot.
Yeah. Well, okay, I guess you just picked up another one. That makes 5.
Yeah, I'm going to juggle 5 now.
Oh, can you do that sitting down, or do you want to stand up?
Well, I think I can do it probably sitting down.
Okay, let's give it a try. Oh, boy. Oh, my goodness. Hey! I wish I could clap, because I would. I think that's wonderful. Hey, and those are...
These are clubs, juggling clubs.
Yeah.
Yes, you see these quite a lot in circuses. Clowns use them a lot. And usually they go really fast, go a lot faster than balls, because you have to spin them.
I see.
So, first one, I start out with 3 clubs.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. How about that?
Yeah.
Hey, now how old were you when you first started to juggle?
Oh, when I first started was about when I was 10 years old.
10. Can you learn earlier than that?
Yes, you can. I know one fellow here in Portland who started out when he was like 7. And he's a pretty good juggler by now. He's, I think he's about like 9.
Yeah. You don't suppose that you could maybe just, show us very, I don't know whether you can do it slowly or not. How do you go? Say like maybe 3 clubs to make it easier, 2 or 1 or whatever.
I'll try 3 balls.
3 balls.
First of all, I'll start out with 1.
All right.
Now, a lot of people think that when you juggle, you go in a circle. But that's not always true. Actually, they go in little arcs or rainbows. You go hand to hand. And then when you get 2 balls, all you got to do is exchange them like this. It's similar to this, but one is slightly late.
I see.
And when you got 3 balls, all it is a constant exchange, like this. Of course, after a while, it gets down to be very slow or fast.
Yeah. Now, is that how you learned? Did you use balls to start with?
Yes, pretty much balls. I used golf balls because my hands were so small.
Oh, but then if you missed, didn't that hurt your knuckles or something?
Oh, no, usually they just go to the ground.
How about that?
Yeah.
And that's all you have to do is kind of learn to throw, first of all, 1 ball from hand to hand.
Yeah, 1 ball to the next hand.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people do try to do it this way, but usually they fail because it's a little bit too fast for them.
I see.
Yeah.
It looks like you've got about 4 hands there. I mean that. It really does.
Yeah. But actually, all it is just like this.
Yeah. Now, what happens when you put 2 up? It looks like you put 2 up on one side.
Like this?
I guess that's it. That is the silliest thing I've ever seen in my life.
And once you get that pattern down, then you expand to more difficult patterns, such as like this. Just takes a lot of practice.
Now, did you teach yourself mostly?
Pretty much, yeah. Mainly, I read a lot of books about juggling and the different tricks. And that's how I basically learned most of this from the books.
I see.
Because there wasn't too many jugglers here in Portland that knew how to juggle that really did teach me. And so mainly I had to go by books.
Yeah. Well, you mean you have to buy them, or can you get them at the library too?
Oh yeah, so at the library there's probably about like 5 to 6 different books about juggling. Usually if you look in clown books, there's books about that teaches you how to juggle.
I see. Yeah. Well, show us a little bit more there. I noticed you got some more stuff.
All right. Well, here I got rings, which are pretty popular in circuses because they're really colorful and very visual. And so first of all, I'm going to start out with the hardest of ring juggling. It's going to be 5 rings.
Oh,
so this is going to be pretty hard.
All right.
Okay, ready?
Here we go. Hey, how about that? Oh, yeah. Now that was the hardest because you got 5.
That was just about the hardest, yeah. And then you got 3 rings.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look like they just hang in midair, are they?
Yeah, they do seem to float.
Yeah. Are they very, very light?
Yes, they're very light. They're plastic. A lot of people think they're made out of like wood or, something very hard, but actually they're very, very, very light. And they bounce just right, so you can throw them and catch them just right.
Yeah, I see. Where would you get things like that, like your rings and your clubs?
Well, a lot of them you have to send to other places, the companies. Like mainly all the stuff I got here, I got from New York.
Really?
That's where they make most of the juggling stuff. Yeah.
Is it pretty expensive, or?
Yeah, juggling stuff is about expensive as like a musical instrument. A lot of the props that a lot of jugglers do get, it's very, very costly.
So you wouldn't advise kids picking up, say, wine bottles and trying the stuff that you do there?
No, I wouldn't.
That'd be rough.
No. If I would suggest to kids, I think they would try to juggle like beanbags. They're pretty easy to make, to sew them together. Either that, you can buy them, or you can use baseballs or even tennis balls. What I used to take tennis balls and fill them up with pennies and juggle them, because that means it's a little bit more heavier.
And then you don't want to use something real like those little foam balls and stuff. Those wouldn't work.
Oh, no, they just bounce out of your hands.
I see.
Or you could use like golf balls.
Yeah. That's a lot more to it than I thought.
Yeah.
What else are you going to show us here?
Well, I got some different type of clubs here. These here are the white clubs. They're very light. They're a lot lighter than the gold clubs. And the reason why they're lighter is because they're for numbers juggling, to do lots of juggling. With like 5 clubs, for instance. If I did 5 of those clubs, it'd be pretty more difficult than these. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to stand up and I'm going to juggle 5 of these.
Alrighty.
All right. Maybe I should just juggle 4, then I'll do 5.
All right.
Start with 4. All right.
There we go.
4 clubs.
There are 4 of them.
Okay. Now 5. 5 clubs. This is the hardest trick of them all.
Alrighty.
It's a very hard trick.
Hey.
It's very hard.
Yeah, I guess. You kind of like almost need another arm there.
Yes. Now, the other things that you can do with juggling is instead of just juggling the same thing, you can do combinations.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you can do like ball, ring, and club. Usually when you can do these type of juggling, you can put the objects for the ring. For example, for right now, I'm going to put the ball for the ring. Let's see, a ball for the ring. Then after that, put the club for the ring.
Oh, that's wonderful. I can't believe it. I honestly can't believe it. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to learn how to juggle. It took me about close to half a year in order to get like the 3 balls and 3 clubs comfortable. And it took me, I've been doing it for very close to 5 years now, 5 years. And so it just takes a lot of patience and know-how.
Now, you think it's easier to learn when you're younger, or could Oh, I mean, you know, when could you start? I'm not saying this very well. How old? Let me think about this. Okay. Is it easier when you're younger, or can you start at any time?
I think it'd be a lot easier if you're younger because your hands are more coordinated just by a little bit, and it's like teaching someone to play a piano. It's a lot easier for like the little kids to play the piano when they're young than it is for like a grown-up to just start out to.
Yeah. Gee whiz, I think that's great. And now, which was the hardest? I was going to ask you.
The hardest are clubs.
Wow.
Yeah, to juggle the clubs, because you have to spin them.
Yeah.
And also you have to do a whole bunch of them.
Yeah.
So that's the problem. With balls, you don't have to spin them. With rings, you don't have to spin them. So clubs are pretty much the hardest ball juggling.
I can tell you, I wish I had hands. That would make it easier. But old Fred here, he was trying to learn to juggle, but he can only handle one thing at a time. And that's he's very spectacular, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. But I'm so glad that you came. Listen, I don't suppose you're going to grow about another foot taller, right?
I hope not.
Well, we won't worry about how tall you are, but we will ask you to come back and visit us again sometime.
Oh, yes, I will.
I'd love to have you. Okay.
All right.
Thanks for being here. And you all come spinning back in here in just a minute, all right?